Welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Welcome back. It is another week. We've been out for a week because we had some stuff to take care of. And I was also sick last weekend, so it kind of worked out perfectly.
Yeah. I feel like every time that we're like, we're going to take a weekend off, you end up getting sick.
It's because, I got to be strong for the podcast. And then when I don't have to do it, my body's like, okay, now we can get sick.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
We're not, but it's always a bad time as well. Because it's like Thanksgiving or I got to work that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great time. So, yeah. But we're back this week.
We are.
A little news. The new Kraven movie, Kraven the Hunter.
Okay.
Which, we'll see what it's named at the end, is going to be rated R because it needed it.
Okay.
You needed to be rated R.
Sure.
I don't know. Sony's dumb, man. I don't know. But just throwing that news out there.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking that it was going to be Sony doing it because they are the ones who do Spider-Man movies. So.
Well, they're the ones that do the Spider-Man bad spin-offs.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll do Morbius and we'll do Venom.
Yeah, villains as hero movies.
Yeah.
This will work out. So,
I don't know. I don't know anything about Kraven the Hunter, so I mean, I know a little bit more about Venom than I did. I didn't know anything about Morbius.
Yeah.
Not that it mattered. That movie was awful.
Yeah. Oh. He likes to kill animals, and his main goal is to kill Spider-Man because he's like the ultimate prey or something.
Yeah, let's have a movie where someone who likes to kill animals is the hero.
Well, they might. I don't know if this is true or not, but he might be the friend of the animals in this movie, which might be worse. I don't know.
How can he be Kraven the Hunter?
Well, he's got to hunt down Rhino. Rhino's gonna be
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
hope it'll still be like it'll still be what's his name, Paul Giamatti.
That's right. Sadly, it's not, but we wish it was.
Darn.
All right. Well, I guess we got a lot to cover with this movie here.
Well, we
got something else.
Oh, we went to the movie theater because, of course, as you can probably see by the title of this, we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yep.
So we have some trailers.
We do.
So I guess we can talk about those
first. We got to talk about the trailers.
And actually, all of these looked interesting.
Yeah, I guess. I can't remember.
Okay, well, we'll go through them. First of all, the first one we saw was Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah.
We still haven't made it all the way through all the Hunger Games movies. I have.
I've made it through the first.
I have, but
book and movie.
Yeah. But yeah, the plan was to read the books and then do the movies. Mm-hmm. We've only done one of the books. Yeah. So we've only done one movie.
We have till November.
We do. So, and I haven't even read the book that this one is based off of. So,
okay.
So it will be completely new for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine I'll probably read it before we go see it, but hopefully we can fit in the other movies before it comes out so that we can maybe see it then.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's for Snow.
Well,
Resident Snow. I don't know much about him, obviously.
I don't either.
But yeah, isn't he a bad guy?
Yep.
So what are they, Sony?
I guess this is how he becomes a bad guy.
Yeah. It's like, that worked very well for Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard that the book isn't that great, but
yeah.
I don't know. People seem to be pretty excited about it, so we'll see.
All right.
So then there was the preview for Fast X.
Yeah.
So
last one I saw was Fast 6 or Furious 6 or whatever it is. And they're fun, but I mean, it's going on a bit long.
Yeah, I know I saw the first one. I think I may have seen the second one.
Yeah.
Was it the first and then second and then Tokyo Drift?
Yes.
Okay, I think I saw the first two. I think I saw the first two then, and I did not see Tokyo Drift, and I didn't see any of them after that either.
Yeah. It gets good. I liked the first one. It gets good around 5, and then 6 was pretty good. But they have this trend now of all the bad guys just join their team eventually, after the movie. In the next movie, they're part of the group. And it's okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, I also haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw
or
anything like that. I'm just I didn't even realize that The Rock was in it until later.
The Rock was pretty good in 5 or so. He was fun.
Yeah. I do remember remember liking the first one. I don't remember anything about the second one, so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I actually saw it or not.
I loved the first one.
But the first one's really good.
Saw it with my buddy Gene, and it was great.
So I don't know. Maybe I should catch up with them.
Yeah, we may have to do a watch through of them all.
I don't know if we can do it for the podcast. That might be too much.
We may have to do it on our own.
Yeah,
I've got all the DVDs. Up to 7.
Do you?
I do.
Oh my god.
Because we were going to do, for another podcast, we were going to do a collaborative fast rewatch. Okay. And it just never materialized. Okay. So, yeah, I have them.
I mean, this one does look good.
I mean, it looks like a Fast and Furious movie. Yeah. They are fun. Like,
yeah, it looks like it would be fun.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, the very beginning of the trailer, it's like, we're gonna blow up the Vatican. And I'm like, you can't just do that.
They went to space in a car in the last one, so they can do whatever they want, okay?
I guess so.
There are no rules for the Fast movies.
Oh, man. I was surprised that, what's his name? The bad guy. Yeah, that Jason Momoa is the bad guy.
Yeah, and they're, like, retroactively putting him in 5 because his backstory is going to be that he was in 5 and he got thrown into the river or something.
Okay.
Have you seen that one of them, they're dragging a vault behind cars?
No.
Well, that happens.
Okay.
It's actually a surprisingly fun scene. But yeah, it's like he's going to be taken out in that. But so he's getting revenge. Or whatever. But yeah, he's hamming it up, man. He is coming to have some fun in this movie.
I'm like, he looks like he is just chewing up the scenery, and I kind of want to see it because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of interesting people in it.
Yeah, because it's all the people they added from the other ones.
Yeah, they're like, you like this person? We're gonna have them in here too.
We're bringing them back. Yeah. I know they were bad guys last time. Like Jason Statham's in it. Jason Statham killed one of the team at one point, but it's fine.
It's fine. He's been a part of
we retconned it. He didn't really kill him.
He's part of the family. You know,
it's so ridiculous, man.
That family's just expanding like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, so that looks fun.
Yeah.
Next up we have The Flash.
Yeah. This trailer I didn't like as much, surprisingly.
Okay.
Like the first trailer that showed the Super Bowl, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, the one that I wasn't really paying attention to because I was like, I gotta make some food. I'm hungry.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I kind of want to see that. But this one I was like, you know what? It
looks like there's just too much happening in it.
A lot going on. But yeah, with Ezra Miller's whole situation. Yeah. It's just kind of hard. Like, there's been no, like, good progress in that whole story. Yeah. So it's just hard to really
It's hard to want to see it. I mean, I do...
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I do kind of want to see Michael Keaton back as Batman.
Yeah. He's doing his old lines.
Yeah.
Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
We've got Zod back.
Yeah. Batfleck is back.
Who's the... Is it supposed to be like Supergirl or something? Or I don't know who this character is supposed to be.
I think... Yeah, it's Supergirl.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's the whole... It's a Flashpoint.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that whole situation. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. We'll see.
We have, of course, one that we're definitely going to see. Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So that's coming up soon.
Looks pretty fun.
Yep, and that was the last trailer, the latest one.
Yep.
So, the one that you haven't seen before.
Right.
Because I was like, close your eyes, don't look if you don't want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it as much for Indiana Jones. It's more like for superhero movies where I don't want to get spoiled about who's going to show up and stuff. Yeah. Like Indiana Jones, there's not really much lore that I know about.
Yeah, but I mean, there are going to be characters that are going to show up, I think, that you did see in the trailer. Yeah. But that's okay.
Yep, I'm alright with that.
Not a big deal, because it's characters that you would probably expect that they might show up anyway. Yeah. Because, like, Sala, he's probably going to show up. He's been in 2 of them already. Right. At least 2. I don't remember if he was in Crystal Skull, because I don't remember much about that movie.
We'll see.
We're going to find out when we rewatch it. So pretty excited about that one. We still have 2 of the Indiana Jones movies to get through. Mm-hmm. So we may be doing one next week.
Maybe.
I can't remember if that's what's on the schedule.
Don't hold us to it.
But I think it may be. So hopefully we'll get through that one. Get through both of those soon and be ready for Dial of Destiny.
Yep.
And then the last one was the Marvels trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Which we've already seen, and we've already talked about it before. Mm-hmm. But still looks good.
Still excited about it.
Still excited, yeah.
I think it's going to be fun. So that'll be good. Mm-hmm. That's coming out like the end of the year, right?
I think it's November.
Okay.
So November will be Marvels and the Hunger Games one.
All right.
And I don't remember when the other ones were supposed to come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I know Indiana Jones will be like the last
Crusade
week, the last weekend of June, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It'll be our July 4th episode.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, since we got through those, let's get into the movie.
All right.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. Now, do you see this in the theater, or did you...
Stop it. I did. I actually saw it in the theater yesterday.
Okay.
It's quite an experience.
Yeah. All right.
There weren't actually a lot of people there.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too packed.
But yeah, there were other things going on in town, so I think that's probably why.
It was a busy day in town, yeah.
Yeah.
But so and we saw it pretty early, so
yeah, we saw
have picked up at night.
Yeah, we saw it right after lunch.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad. Definitely. Prefer to have an emptier theater.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah. All right. Well, what happened?
Well, it starts off, of course, we have the Marvel intro, and it was only Guardians.
Only Guardians, just retelling. They're bringing it all together. It's supposed to be the final volume of Guardians.
Yep.
At least James Gunn volumes of Guardians. We'll see if it carries on after that. Mm-hmm. I imagine it'll show up somewhere.
I'm sure some of them will show up eventually around, but this will be the last actual James Gunn Guardians movie.
It's definitely the last James Gunn one.
Because he's over at DC now.
Yeah.
So kind of hard for him to do both.
He's got his own stuff going on, Yeah. He did a Q&A and somebody specifically asked him and he was like, yeah, that's it. It's the last one.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. So we start off with Baby Rocket.
Oh, little Baby
cage,
Rocket.
A cage just full of baby raccoons. And I was immediately like, oh my gosh.
And they like CGI'd him enough to give him really big
eyes.
They're just so cute.
So yeah, Baby Rocket in a cage. Somebody goes to grab him.
Yeah.
To pull him out of the cage.
Yep.
We don't see did we see like what they were doing to him at that point?
I don't think
it was
so.
Later.
Yeah.
But I think it just kind of like does a close up on his eye and then it turns into grown up Rocket. And he's on Nowhere. He's listening to Creep with on
TLC.
No. By Radiohead.
Yeah.
On Peter's
the Zune. They got it all piped through the speakers and everything because this is now
it's their headquarters,
which we saw in
the
holiday special.
Yeah, the holiday special. Yep. So he's walking around singing along to it, and we get to see all the other characters doing their things. And then he walks in on Peter, who is drunk.
Yeah.
And
he's very drunk.
Belligerent. He gets mad at Rocket, I guess, for using his Zune.
Yeah. And
he goes to, like, swat at him or whatever, and he just kind of falls over. He passes out.
Yeah, he's in a bad state.
Yeah, exactly.
He's lost everybody.
Yeah.
His mom, his dad, Gamora,
Yondu, his dad, Yondu.
Yeah. So he's in a bad spot.
Yeah, exactly. So they have to take him. Nebula comes in there and picks him up and takes him. They just walk through the town, all of them together, and it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 3. And I remember like that one scene was in the trailer, and people were like, "Peter's dead."
Dead and I was drunk.
Like, surely not. Surely not.
I don't know. I expected a lot of people to die.
I did too.
Like I was like, this is the last one. Yeah. Somebody's gonna die.
I did too, but I didn't expect that what they showed in the trailer would be him actually dead.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be kind of dumb to do. But I was expecting people to die.
Yeah.
So they put him to bed, go off, do their own thing. This is the point where Kraglin is there, and I can't remember why he says this to Cosmo, but...
Well, he's practicing with his arrow.
Oh, that was it.
And he's not very good at it yet.
Yeah, he's learning still.
Yeah, he's trying to hit little targets, but he hits a couple and then he it goes right into Nebula.
Yeah, into her Nebula's chest. And she's like, oh my gosh.
Just stabs people in the chest.
Yeah. Because he got Drax last time. So Cosmo's like, I can do it.
Yeah.
And so, like, levitates a little stone, a little pebble, and hits all of the targets.
Yeah.
And he calls her a bad dog. Oh.
She's like, no, take it back.
Take it back.
I'm a good dog. I love Cosmo.
Cosmo's great.
If you don't remember, Cosmo was a little space dog. Mm-hmm. She has telekinetic powers.
Yes.
And telepathy. That's how she talks to people.
Okay.
Is through her mind. So, yeah. And she's cute.
She's so cute. In the comics, Cosmo's a boy.
Correct.
But James Gunn was like, no, we're going to make her a girl.
Yeah.
Kind of like as a tribute to Laika, I think. The dog, the Russian cosmonaut dog.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a female.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, so Cosmo is now a girl.
Nice.
Which is fine with me. But, yeah.
She was sweet.
And just keeps going, no.
Yeah.
I'm a good dog.
Yeah, it's a running thing. She wants him to say she's a good dog.
Exactly. And so
it hurts her every time he says it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it got so deep every time.
She says, it never stops hurting. Which is really good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a little running gag.
Yeah.
And of course, immediately you're like, oh, she's gonna do something later and get that good dog title back.
Yeah. She has a much bigger role in this, which is good.
Yeah, it's
really
really cute. So, they're all just hanging about doing their thing, and here comes some random guy just flying in.
Just flies in.
This gold guy.
Yep, it's Adam Warlock.
He crashes into Rocket.
Yep.
And then fights like with all of the Guardians.
Yeah.
Even fights against, Kraglin is gonna try to fight against him. And is standing there in his pajamas, it looks like.
Yeah.
And gets the arrow, and the arrow just misses. And he's like, who threw that?
Yeah. It doesn't go well.
No, it doesn't. But, he ends up breaking Mantis's arm. I was like, oh god.
Just beats the crap out of everybody.
Yep. Throws Nebula around. Groot attacks him, and Groot ends up with just a head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty bad.
I really liked it. I was like, man, here comes Adam Warlock, baby. He's coming.
Oh no.
Dude is killing it. He is wrecking shop, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Falls off after this, but we'll talk about that. But man, this first introduction, I really liked it. I still am bothered. I've looked at pictures of this guy. Mm-hmm. I think it's just the suit. The way the suit is done. Maybe they added more muscles to where he looks kind of weird, but his arms just look weird. I don't know what it is. His arms just look so weird.
I don't know.
I don't know. But that's my only complaint about his look.
Okay. So, but yeah, he fights all of them. He gets injured, though.
Yeah.
And ends up flying off.
Because who hits him? Nebula?
I think Nebula.
No, she stabs him. She turns her arm into a sword while he's just punching Drax.
Yeah, that's
in the face.
Yeah.
And she just stabs him, and he's
injured.
That hurt.
And then he just flies off.
Yeah.
But he injured Rocket. Mm-hmm. And so they try to put a little med pack thing on him.
Yeah, they have miracle med packs.
Yeah.
That just fix that. You just wrap them up and they fix it.
Yeah, because Mantis put one on her arm and clicked a button and her arm automatically set and was healed.
It's where did this come from?
I'm like, where did this come from and why do we not have this technology?
It's just
great.
The magic little thing that they throw into the movie to get rid of a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, when they hit the button on the one they put on Rocket, it starts killing him, basically.
Yeah, it starts shocking him, basically.
Yeah, so they have to take it off, and he's dying.
Yeah, he's got a safety trigger on his heart.
Kill switch.
Yeah, kill switch
on his heart, and
it can only be stopped with a code.
Yes, there's a
key.
code. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have it.
Yeah.
It's not, they don't even know where to get it, really, at first.
But they're able to read the code and be like, well, it might be from Orgo.
From Orgo Corp. And they have 48 hours before he dies. Because they can't do surgery on him, because if they do surgery, that'll kill him. Because it'll trigger the kill switch.
Yeah.
But if they don't do surgery on him, he's also going to die. So it's like, we've got 48 hours. We got to get this.
And these are put in there so that people wouldn't be able to like operate on him and find out
what
how
they did.
He was made and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because we do find out there's a little flashback. He was part of Batch 89.
Yep.
Which is part of OrgoCorp. And the person who was experimenting on all the animals is the High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary. Weird villain. He does like to experiment on animals and make them into new men, I think is what they're called.
Okay.
And they're like beast men. And he did make a Counter-Earth, which we do see Counter-Earth. I hate Counter-Earth.
Oh my gosh.
Counter-Earth is the worst.
I did not like it.
Every time it comes up in the comics, I'm like, oh God. Counter-Earth. I hate Counter-Earth so much.
I was not a fan.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
I just realized we never said, oh, by the way, we're going to spoil everything. So spoilers.
Well, yeah,
but you should know by now. Anyway, so yeah, we meet up with him. It is played by, I've never seen this person before, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, neither.
Chikuti Uji.
Yeah.
That's how I think you say his name.
I have no idea.
I've never seen him in anything before.
Me neither.
But he said that he found the role of High Evolutionary to be very Shakespearean.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can see that.
I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
He was a good High Evolutionary. Played it off well.
Yeah.
And the look they did for him, I think worked.
It was
High Evolutionary looks weird in the comics, and if you made him into that, it'd be like, okay. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, it was really interesting the way he looked, and then you see like the flashbacks of how he looked before, and it was like, well, how did that happen?
Yeah,
they didn't explain
he looked
like,
pretty normal.
Yeah.
You know, his head in the like flashback, well, not in the flashbacks, but I guess in the current times, his face looks all peeled back and stuff, and real stretched out. Yeah, he's got like mechanical parts in the back, kind of,
and it looks like there are kind of hooks that are keeping his face on. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, like he did a Face Off with Nicolas Cage.
Exactly.
I want to take his face off.
Except that in Face Off, it's like perfect. So I don't know. Obviously, they haven't.
What a movie that was.
They haven't gotten that technology down yet.
Yeah, they really need to work on that.
It's like, okay, you can fix an arm with just a little thing, but you can't. Okay, whatever.
He really should just put a med pack on his
face.
Just stitch that thing up.
Oh man. Anyway, I think at this point we had already we see like kind of what they did to Rocket.
Yeah, he gets put back in the cage at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they operated on his brain.
Yes, and he's got some stuff like on his chest and on his back.
Yeah, and his fingers.
And then he meets the other animals that are in the cage with him. Well, there's a cage right next to him, and then there's with two animals, and then there's an animal in the cage with him.
Yes.
And so we get to meet all four of them, or all three of them.
Yes.
And one of them, of course, is the otter that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
So I was like, this otter. I have to say this otter.
It was such a cute otter.
So cute.
Voiced by Linda Cardellini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is Hawkeye's wife.
Hawkeye's wife, yep. Second time in the movies.
And then there's a walrus.
Mm-hmm. And the walrus is voiced by Asim Chaudhry, who I only know him. He's like a British actor and maybe musician. I don't know, but I only know him from he was on Taskmaster one season.
Okay, I don't know.
He was cool. I liked him.
Okay, and then there's a little rabbit also.
Yes, and I don't know who the rabbit was.
I looked it up.
It was somebody I hadn't heard of. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, those are the three that he ends up with, and they're like, oh, well, we can be friends and everything.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know how to talk at first, and he kind of learns to talk with them. And
the rabbit has like spider legs.
And it was weird.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And like a mask thing around their face.
It's covering its mouth. It looked like it would...
It looked like a saw trap.
Yeah, it did. It looked kind of like if it could control it, that it would like have... Like, it would be like a metal mouth.
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Just bite something. Yeah. Cute little bunny, though.
Yeah, yeah.
My gosh.
The walrus had like wheel legs.
Yes, and also its eyes were like stuck open like it's in Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
And then of course the otter had like metal arms.
Yeah.
And legs too, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Something like that. But yeah, so those are his little friends that he meets in his cage. We'll get to their names later.
Yeah.
But just know that there are some little friends in his cage. So then we find out about OrgoCorp a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're heading to like the OrgoCorp headquarters kind of place that is called...
meeting up with somebody. A contact.
And the place they're meeting at is called the Orgoscope.
Yeah, the Orgoscope, that's right.
And it's an organic looking...
Yeah, it grows and...
Like, it looks kind of like a space station kind of thing.
Organic, yeah.
It looks gross.
It's gross.
It's real gross. Sure. And there are Orgo sentries that are protecting it. Yeah. That are all around it. Mm-hmm. So they have to get, like, away from those. And then there are also these 3 shields that are right outside of it. And they have to go through the shields to get to the person that they're supposed to be meeting up with. Mm-hmm. So they're heading through the shields.
Yeah, Mantis is really on Peter. Like, bro, you got family back on Earth. Why are you not going to see him? Your grandfather probably misses you.
Exactly.
He not only lost his daughter that day, he lost his grandson.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
He's probably old and dead by now.
Yeah, exactly. And he's doing some little thing and getting them through the shields. Mm-hmm. So I was like, wow, going through these shields is super easy.
Yeah, barely an inconvenience. Yep.
Because I'm just waiting for Ryan George. I'm just waiting for that.
Probably.
Because it really was. He just switches some little thing and they go straight through.
Yep.
And then they get through the last shield and they're boarded by Ravagers. So we get to see our Ravager friends that we saw in the last movie.
Well, some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah, we get to see Stallone as Starhawk. His sister's not there, though.
No.
Which is Michelle Yeoh. She's not there. We don't get to see Charlie 27.
Nope, not there. But Martin X is there.
Mm-hmm. And Zatura, maybe? Something like that? I don't know. I barely know this guy.
I don't know.
The lobster
guy.
Sorcerer, Supreme guy.
And the floating head thing.
Yeah, mainframe. Not played by Miley Cyrus this time.
Tara Reid.
Tara Strong.
Or Strong.
Yeah.
Tara Reid.
Let's bust Tara Reid out.
That would be hilarious. No, Tara Strong, sorry.
Yeah.
Miss Minute.
Yep. Miss Minute. So she's making her rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So every time I see mainframe, I just think of it. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. It looks like a Cyberman from Doctor Who.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It looks like the head of a Cyberman. It's real weird.
Reminds me of Portal. Like one of the things you pull off of GLaDOS and throw them in the incinerator. Or Weasley. Wheatley.
Yeah, but those are round.
Kinda. They have little handles on them and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like... But the core is round. So,
Anyway.
And then the person that they are here to meet shows up. It's Gamora.
Yep. She's a Ravager now. Mm-hmm. And she's a jerk now.
Yeah, she's not the best.
Yeah, but Peter's been pining after her.
Yeah.
He's like, Gamora, oh,
yeah.
Hey, how are you? We're cool. Everything's cool.
But also, she doesn't remember her time with the...
Yeah, because she was brought in from the past.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I can understand why she would have no connection to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of sad. We find out a little bit about Counter Earth at this point because the OvaCorp people are talking about it, I guess. Or the high. What is? Dang it! I can never remember. High evolutionary. I'm like, I can never remember what it. I'm like high executioner. That's not it. The high evolutionary.
I am the highest executioner of them all.
Is talking about it in a flashback. I think they take Rocket out to observe them getting the next batch ready.
Yeah. And
they stick this turtle into this machine, and it's supposed to get them to go through like all of their evolutionary stages or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is
it's in like seconds.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying to me.
Yeah.
Because does every animal turn into a humanoid?
Right.
Because that seems... I don't know.
Yeah, that's not really how evolution works.
That's not how...
Like, it's like natural selection, your traits that help you survive.
That's not how...
What determines what animals continue and stuff like that. So, like...
it just makes them all into humans.
We're just going to grow into humans.
That have animal faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Well, he's also insane. So, yeah.
Exactly. But the problem with that is that every time they do this, there's something that is turning them angry.
Yeah, that makes them super aggressive.
So the first thing, what they show him is a turtle. They put a turtle in there, and it grows and it's big, and I was like, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I thought that too. Like,
and then I was like, ooh, angry Ninja Turtles.
I thought they were going to do some kind of like maybe Easter egg about Ninja Turtles, but a little bit. Surely everybody was thinking that whenever he was there.
But he tells them, but they're all angry. We don't know what's going wrong. Yeah. And Rocket's like, oh, well, it's obviously this thing right here, and tells exactly what it is.
It's like a suppressor that's not allowing stuff to flow through, so it's not inhibiting the right proteins or whatever.
I don't know exactly. It's sciencey terms that don't actually exist, so nobody knows. Anyway, so he's like, oh, okay, well, we'll try it your way, I guess.
Yeah.
So back with the Guardians, they are with the Ravagers, of course. They have to put on like special suits and stuff. Yeah. Because they have to be like maintenance workers or whatever.
Apparently it's red and that clashes with
Drax's eyes. And it's like, okay, Drax.
He's so upset about it.
I was like,
so good.
Oh man, I miss Drax.
Yeah.
Even though, the last episode we had was Guardians, but
yeah.
I've missed him since then.
I miss him already.
Oh man. So yeah, they have to put on their new suits and everything, and then they have like space suits also. Because they have to fly out to get into the place.
Yeah, they're all different colors. A nod to 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Okay, didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, not Among Us.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but that would have fit better. Oh, man.
And Mantis is bad in that suit. Like,
she's just flying all over the place.
Tumbling around. I'm surprised she made it to the place they were supposed to go.
And, like, she falls so much in this movie.
She falls on her head.
How does she not break her neck?
Straight up. Yeah, I don't know.
I swear, I heard her neck snap.
It happened like 2 or 3 times.
But she's fine.
Yeah, this was a weird running gag that, was like, why is this happening? Maybe she's just no good in Zero G.
Maybe.
Because she's pretty, like, nimble all around, but in Zero G, she just falls on her head.
Yeah, I don't know. But, so they land on the little space station thing, whatever it was called. I've already...
Orgoscope.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they have to, like, make a little hole into it. Yep, so that they can get in there. And while they're doing that, Peter's like, oh, I'm going to talk to Gamora alone. And so he hits the little button.
Yeah, he's got little colored buttons on his wrists. And he presses the blue one, which is Gamora's suit.
She's wearing blue.
Yeah.
And starts talking to her and everything. And they're just having this long conversation.
About who she used to be, about how in love with they were, and he still misses her. And all this stuff.
And then finally Mantis is like, we can all hear you.
You do know this is the open line.
Yeah. Right? He's like, wait, what? No. It's like, which button did you push? The blue one. It's like, yeah, that's the open line. If you want to talk to just Gamora, you have to hit the black one. And then for this person, you hit, and it's just like all.
Yeah, all the colors are differently matched up. It's like, why would you set it up like this?
And they're like, it's very intuitive. I don't know.
Drax is like, this is very intuitive.
I don't know why you can't understand it. Oh man. But yeah, so they go ahead, they manage to get inside. Well, 2 of them get in, and then Drax ends up stuck in there like he's Winnie the Pooh, stuck in Rabbit's house.
They did make it pretty small for him. Like they really should have accounted for that.
Yeah. They also should have like let everybody else in before they let Drax in.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and also at this point, Groot is still with like Rocket. He's not with them.
He's hanging out back there. This is big, beefy Groot. Dude.
Yeah, and he would not be able to fit into one of those suits. Yeah. It'd be kind of weird.
He also grew his body back. He grows back fast now.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he is beefy. He is beefy Groot.
He is beefy.
It's really weird.
He's thick.
Look at him. He's so thick. Because I was like, I don't know if I like this Groot, because I remember original Groot.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is Groot's son, so he's going to look different. But it's like, oh, I miss old Groot.
Yeah. He grew on me, though.
Yeah, he's fine. It's still cute.
Yeah.
So they managed to all get in, but of course they have tripped some kind of sensors or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the person in charge of security or whatever calls for Master Karja, who's Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion, like, his third appearance in the Guardians movies.
So, yeah, I was...
Running gag.
Who did he play in the others?
In the first one, he was the prisoner that got Groot's fingers up his nose. Okay. He was going for Peter.
Okay.
Second one, he played actually Wonder Man, but kind of in a like background thing where it's like he was an actor, Simon Williams.
See, I thought he was in it, but it got cut.
Maybe, yeah. I think it might have been a deleted scene or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he was included. Mm-hmm. So,
but yeah, he's in this.
He is in this very prominently.
Yeah, so it was good to see Nathan Fillion, but not so good to see him as a bad guy. He's like, no, he's such a jerk.
He sucks.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not a good guy.
No.
But they do manage to talk him into thinking that they're actually maintenance workers and stuff.
Yeah, because they're able to get in their suits in time. Mm-hmm. They blame Drax for being the dumb boss's kid.
Yeah.
But she's like, I got one of those too.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Mantis accidentally throws all of their spacesuits into like the incinerator, or not incinerator, but it pushes them out into space.
Contamination hatch or something like that. I don't know.
So their spacesuits are just floating out there. They're gone. Can't get those back.
Like, fine, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. So they decide, once Nathan Fillion's character gets away, they decide to split up. Mm-hmm. So Gamora's like, okay, Quill and Nebula and I, we're going to go this way, and Bug and Doofus, you go this way. Bug and Doofus.
Which I wondered if Bug was a shout out to the Guardian of the Galaxy Bug, who they can't use because of some rights issues or whatever. But yeah, Bug's weird. I like Bug. Bug is a member of the Guardian.
Okay.
He always makes this like chick sound, like
ew.
I don't know whenever he talks, because he's a bug.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But, yeah.
So, Gamora and Nebula and Peter are going off to try to find, like, some information about Rocket. Mm-hmm. And I don't really know what Mantis and Drax were going for.
Yeah. Maybe they were getting to the, like, docking bay to, like, make way for Groot to come in and pick them up.
Maybe, because they do get to that area where the docking bay is, and they kind of, like, make note of it and everything. So maybe that's what it was.
Probably.
But they have to go through this, like, guard station to get there.
Yeah.
And they want to see, like, the guy wants to see ID or whatever, and Mantis just, like, controls him, and she's like, you're hopelessly in love with him, talking about Drax. And the guy just starts, like, flirting with Drax. Yeah. It's so funny. And Drax is just like, why do you do this every time? That was real good. So they find, the other guys find the place where all the files are kept and everything.
Yes.
And like the receptionist there or whatever. And Peter's like, I'm going to go flirt with her and she'll give us what we need.
Yeah. It's Ura, right? Mm-hmm. And that's played by Ratcatcher 2 from the...
I saw that. From Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the actress's name, but...
Yeah, I don't know. She's Portuguese, I think.
Yeah. Because when I saw her on there, I was like...
She looks so familiar.
I know her from something.
I did too. I was like, she looks so familiar.
Yeah.
But that's where I've seen her.
That's it.
Apparently she's going to be in something else, and I remember what it was. They're doing like a sequel to Roadhouse or something, or like a reboot of Roadhouse, and she's going to be in it. That's what it was, because I was like, what?
If a movie needed a sequel, it's definitely Roadhouse.
Right. Pain don't hurt. Oh, man.
Gotta rip a guy's neck out right quick.
Oh, that movie.
That was a movie.
That's great. That's my childhood. Oh, boy. Yeah, so he goes to try to flirt with her. Yeah. And says her name wrong, of course.
Yeah.
But she's not interested.
Yeah. Gamora's just like, screw this. I gotta go and do whatever we tell
I was waiting for Gamora or for Nebula to come up there and flirt with her instead, and she'd be like into them, but no.
Yeah. Thought that might happen as well.
Didn't happen, but Gamora gets up there and she just like puts a gun to her and is like, you're gonna tell us what we need to know. So
it's like, she was into me. Yeah. Like, no, I thought you were a douche.
Yeah, I thought you were a douchebag. Oh man. So she does take them to where all the files are kept.
Yeah, because they're looking for 89P13, and that's Rocket's...
That is Rocket's number. So while they're waiting for that, Gamora and Peter, of course, are still arguing and everything, and she says something about, if you're interested in anyone, it should be her, because
Nebula.
Nebula. And then he looks over at Nebula, and there's this moment, and she's just like, stop looking at me like that.
Yeah. It's like, your eyes are just so black. My father ripped out my eyes and replaced them as torture. Like, but he picked a really nice color.
Really so nice pair of them. It's like, stop it. It's so weird. That, yeah. It was great. Oh man. But they do get the file.
Yeah. Which is a ball.
Yeah, it's a ball.
It's weird. It's organic, like, space station's gross.
Yeah.
All the buttons they press are, like, alive and squishy.
Yeah. Yeah. You, like, put your fingers in it, and it's just like, it looks like you're putting it in slime or something. It's just nasty.
Yeah. This was a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So, of course, as soon as they get it, there's some kind of, like, alarm that starts going off.
Yeah.
All the guards and stuff start showing up to both places. Mm-hmm. Nathan Fillion shows up and he's just like blasts Drax
in the bag.
Twice.
Yeah.
Like in the front and then in the back.
Yeah.
But
he's in a bad way.
Yeah, but they know where the port or whatever is, so Groot can get in there and try to get him out.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah, and they take that Ura hostage and, like, work their way through the guards, and they threaten this guy who looks like a carrot.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna shoot him just because he looks like a carrot, and I don't like it.
He did look weird.
He did look like a carrot.
That guy.
And when they leave, he's just like, oh
my goodness.
I thought I was about to die. It's like, get out of here, carrot guy. It's funny.
Yeah, they make their way to the control room at the loading bay or whatever it is.
Yeah.
James Gunn's wife plays the main, like, lady.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, don't worry, we don't want any trouble or anything. Kumar just shoots her in the leg. Immediately.
She's like, ah!
Jeez.
It's like, oh my gosh, that was unnecessary.
But Peter's able to talk to Ura and he's like, hey, we just want to talk to him. We know if we just talk to him.
He's like,
they're good people.
He's like, if I speak to them from my heart, they'll understand.
They'll understand. She's like, okay.
Okay.
Here you go. He's like, dummy.
It's like, yeah, I just wanted to get in here to, like, take down their defenses.
Told you she was into me.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they all, like, all the guards and stuff start, like, floating off. Because he does something to their suits.
Yeah, pretty much does anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Like what Rocket did.
Yep, so that gives them a way to get out.
Yep.
Because, of course, Groot shows up to get him out of there. And so they head out.
Yep.
And now they're trying to find the High Evolutionary. They know that he is at Counter Earth, so that's where they're heading. Do You Realize by the Flaming Lips starts playing, and I was like, I love this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then I was like, but this song, because there's like one part of the song that's, do you realize that everyone you know someday will die? And I'm like, oh no. And it turned it off. Like, he took his headphones out, like, right before it got to that line. And I'm like, this is kind of ominous.
It's the last Guardians movie.
Oh no. Is everybody going to die?
I wouldn't have been surprised, honestly.
So that had me going,
James Gunn isn't afraid to kill people.
That's true. I mean, we saw the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. In his movie Super. Have you seen that?
The one with Rainn Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember anything about it, but
major character in that, yeah.
Okay.
But, for people who haven't seen it, I won't tell you. It's a good movie, but it's pretty dark.
Yeah. I remember parts of it and being like, I don't know if I like this movie.
Yeah. It's a little divisive, probably.
We do, at some point, I don't know when, we do have another flashback with Rocket, and this is where he's just hanging out with his little friends, his little animal friends, and they're talking about, like, the sky and everything.
They're gonna go to the new planet.
Because that's when they're talking about Counter Earth,
yeah.
And because Rocket had seen it. Had seen the sky and had seen like a rocket.
He was hanging out with High Evolutionary. Mm-hmm. They were like buddies, listening to music. Yeah,
and he was explaining, we're creating these creatures so that they can live on Counter Earth.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a utopia kind of place.
Uh-huh.
And so he goes back and he tells his friends about it. And he's like, and I saw the sky and it was blue and everything. And it's just like so nice. And then they start talking about how they're going to live on Counter Earth and they're going to be best friends forever and all this. And they need to have names.
Yeah.
So they decide on their names.
Yeah.
So, of course, the otter decides that she's going to be called Lila.
Yeah.
The walrus says that he's going to be called Teefs.
Because he's got big teeth.
Big teefs.
I know all of us have teefs, but mine are the biggest, so I'm going to be Teefs.
And then the rabbit goes, I'm going to be named Floor because I'm on the floor.
Adorable.
And I was like, I I love these characters so much.
I mean, it works as a name. I knew a Floor growing up. And it means flower in Spanish, so it works.
But I mean, this is
probably not spelled the same.
Yeah. It also means flower in French. Oh. Because Fleur Delacour from Harry Potter.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. It's just spelled different, you know?
Yep.
And then Rocket decides that his name's going to be Rocket.
Yeah, because he's going to build spaceships and take his friends flying through the sky.
Yeah.
Lila, Teeves. Floor and Rocket.
Oh, God. I was like, oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no, I love these characters.
I love them, too.
Like, this is not going to be good. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, so...
And is this when he comes in almost drunkenly, the High Evolutionary, or is that later?
I think that's later.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably later.
But, yeah, I can't remember. I think that's later.
Okay.
But while they're on their way to Counter Earth, Gamora is trying to contact the Ravagers.
Yeah, she wants to be picked up, but they're like, we got to get to Counter Earth. We don't have time to drop you off.
Exactly. She's like, all right.
Care about you.
Fine, I will contact him myself.
Yeah.
And she does. But unfortunately, the High Priestess has the person that she is trying to contact.
Aisha. And Adam's with her.
Yeah.
Adam calls her mom.
Yes.
Because she made him, I guess.
Yeah, because I guess she created the, what's it called? The thing that he came out of?
The cocoon.
Cocoon, or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
But the High Evolutionary, took him out of it too soon, so he's kind of like a child.
He's kind of dumb. Which I hated.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah. Really. This is where it all started to really fall off for Adam Warlock. And I was so disappointed. Because I thought in the trailers, I thought I saw him, fighting the High Evolutionary maybe or something. But I guess he was just fighting Guardians. But I just thought he was going to do so much more. But really, he doesn't do much the rest of the movie. He's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, he's kind of stupid.
And it's so disappointing. I think because, I don't know. We found out at some point that High Evolutionary created their people, the Sovereign.
The Sovereign, yeah.
And he created, two other races of people. I don't remember who they were. But, the Animen or New Men that are on Counter Earth, he made them.
Yeah. But anyway, Aisha is trying to get information from this Ravager that they've captured. And he's not giving them much. And so she tells Adam to, basically jog his memory kind of thing.
Business.
Yeah. Exactly. And so he just disintegrates the guy. And she's like, no, that's not what
we can't. It's not useful doing this anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they can't get any information from him. But he did leave behind his little pet that was there. Yeah. His little pet named Blurp.
Yeah.
I had to look that up on Wikipedia because I didn't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Blurp kind of just stays with Adam after this point.
It's like his little pet, kind of.
Exactly.
Not a very loyal pet because he kind of just goes to whoever's around.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
No loyalty whatsoever.
As long as I'm safe.
Exactly. So,
and High Evolutionary's mad that they haven't gotten Rocket because he sent them to get Rocket for him because he needs him for some reason.
Yeah, which is why she's trying to get the information from the Ravager in the first place. But of course, the guy's disintegrated now. But she hears somebody talking. Yeah. And it's Gamora. Yeah. And she
gives him exact location.
Exactly. Gives them the coordinates. Yep. So that they can find him. Yep. So it's like, Gamora, you idiot. I actually have in my notes, Gamora, you idiot. And I was like, wait, why did I write that? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because she was an idiot.
That's fine. So they do make it down to Counter Earth.
Yes.
They land almost on top of all of these houses.
Yeah, they're just in the middle of a rural street. Yeah. It looks a lot like regular the Statue of Liberty is the High Evolutionary holding a monkey. Yep. So it's a little different.
Yeah. And then they see the people there, and the people are animal people. And they don't like them.
Yeah.
Don't like them.
It's a real furry paradise.
I'm not a fan.
It was bad.
Did not like it.
Yeah.
So they come out and they're like, we come in peace and everything. And this little kid throws it or rolls a ball, and Drax takes it and is throwing it back at the kid, but just smacks the kid right in the face.
Pegs him in the head, yeah.
And then they get mad. Yeah. And it's no.
Throw rocks at him and stuff.
Yeah, but they finally calm everybody down.
First they go, Groot, go kaiju.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Groot goes all all big.
That's right.
Like, to scare everybody.
And then he like sticks his tongue out and everything too.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah.
But then Peter,
it's like, stop doing that.
One of them got hurt.
Yeah.
And so they use a med pack to heal her up. And
they don't use it. Do they use them? He just gives her a handkerchief.
Oh, yeah, it is just a handkerchief, isn't it?
It's like,
that's right.
Here's a cloth.
I assumed they were giving
Wipe your knee.
Yeah.
Wipe your bloody knee, you nasty Batwoman.
But that's enough for her to be like, all right, you can come into my house with my children and husband.
And my husband. And you can have my car eventually.
You can drink my drinks.
Exactly.
You can sit on my couch.
Yeah. Oh, man. So they get the Bat People's help.
Yeah, they find out they're looking for this one specific Asian guy.
Yes.
Who was on Superstore. He's a funny guy.
But he's like one of the high evolutionaries.
Like number 2.
Yeah.
And there's multiples of him.
Yes.
Because we saw him back on Orgoscope. He ran into Peter. But that wasn't like the one that's on.
Oh, is it not? I thought it was the same guy.
That's what they were saying. There's like 3 there's like multiples of him.
Oh.
Because he probably was cloned.
Oh, okay.
But he has something in his head, some metal thing that has the key.
Yes. That they need.
That's what they got out of the file, that ball file, was that he was responsible.
Yeah, because he was the one who took the information out of the file.
Yeah, because in that we see them, what they worked on Rocket, and it's like horrific. Like all the things they...
Yeah, because Nebula is even like, this is even worse than when I was tortured by Thanos.
Yeah. And I was like, is it though? I guess. Because he's a helpless animal, you know?
Yeah.
But still, probably about even.
Yeah.
Both pretty bad.
Both bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, Peter draws a picture of the guy.
Yeah.
And they all just like,
that is pretty good.
That is so good. I want to put that on. I'm going to put that on the fridge, Jared says.
Yeah. Can I get a copy of that?
It's like, it's not good, but it's whatever. But it's enough for her to figure out who it is.
Yeah. And
points them to the pyramid that is off in the distance, and that's where the high evolutionary is. Mm-hmm. So they're like, all right, well, can we borrow your car to get it there? So they do.
And we get the first F-bomb in an MCU.
Exactly. I was like, what? I was not expecting it.
Because Nebula is
cannot open the door.
Big issues opening the door. It's one of those old cars.
Yes.
Where you have to like push the button in.
And then pull the handle, and she can't figure it out.
She's trying to push the key hole.
Yeah.
And he's just like, open the effing door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she manages to get in there and everything, but I was just like, whoa, I was not expecting that. Yeah. So they head off to the pyramid.
Kind of slowly. Peter can't drive.
He can't drive because he's
left
like,
Earth
I was 8. Yep.
Yeah.
Gamora does not go with them. She's hanging out in the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket, of course, is still in there.
Drax and Mantis are supposed to stay there as well.
Yes, but Groot and Nebula go with him.
Yeah.
So the 3 of them head off, and when they get there, they will only let Quill and Groot inside.
Yeah.
Because Nebula is basically a weapon. She has
they don't allow weapons in there.
She has a gun on her arm.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So she can't go in. But
we saw Peter handed Groot some guns before they left. He's like, you know what to do with these.
Yeah.
So I was like, he might have some guns.
Yeah, exactly.
But he looks like a tree, so
they're just like, whatever. He's not a threat.
The pig man.
Little do they know.
War Pig. I guess War Pig. I guess I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but War Pig voiced by Judy Greer. Mm-hmm. Another MCU person.
Exactly, because that's Ant-Man's ex-wife.
Yep. So she's back. I love Judy Greer. She's great.
Yeah. So then we have our flashback.
Yeah.
And this is when he's kind of drunk, stumbling kind of in, I think.
Yeah.
And he takes Groot. Groot
shows up.
No, he takes Rocket out of the cage and takes him back in where the chambers are that they have, like, where the turtle was at first. Yeah. And
just screaming at him.
He's like, how did you know? Yeah. And so he shows
I made you, like, you shouldn't have, I haven't given you this power, this knowledge. How did you know how to do this?
Yeah, exactly. So he shows them what it's like now.
Yeah, they put in a bunch of animals in
and they may have actually shown this before, before they actually got to Counter Earth. I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Because, stuff starts happening pretty soon.
Okay, but anyway, so he shows them, he has like a monkey and a turtle and a kangaroo or rabbit.
Kangaroo, yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But, of course, it turns them all into bigger,
Yeah, humanoid-looking ones.
versions, and they're not angry, and they're all like
actually peaceful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's who he's going to use to populate Counter Earth.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that'll be great for us, to have all these nice people there with us on Counter Earth. And he's
I can't wait to go.
You thought you were going?
Yeah.
No. No, you were just the next step to this, basically.
Yep.
So, no, you're not going there.
Yeah.
And then
But I do need to know how you knew that.
So I'm going to need your brain.
Yeah.
So we're going to do surgery on you tomorrow and take your brain out so we can figure it out.
And the rest of them, burn them, incinerate them.
Yeah.
We don't need them anymore.
Exactly. So
incinerate his friends.
So he takes him back into the cage.
Yeah.
Rocket is not happy about this. He starts putting together a little key to get him out of the cages.
Because we see he's been stealing things. Pieces around, during his training sessions and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So he puts together, because he's really good with mechanical stuff, so he puts together a key for him to get out.
Yep.
So he opens the door, and
Lila comes out. She's so happy.
She's so happy, and they hug, and it's just like, oh, no.
And they're looking, it's like, we're gonna go, and then we hear a boom.
Yep. And she gets shot.
By the High Evolutionary.
I swear, I've never wanted to leave a theater more. I honestly thought I was going to have to walk out of there. I was so mad.
It was very sad.
Even though I knew, I just had a feeling it was going to happen, especially when they were so happy, and I was just like, this can't last.
So he gets mad.
He gets very mad.
And he goes after the High Evolutionary.
He attacks
claws his face, just wrecking him.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, tear his face off.
So happy to see it. And then some guards come in, though, with their guns. They start shooting at him.
And he grabs guns and he shoots them and kills them and everything. And so everybody's dead, and he looks back.
And everybody is
dead. They killed Teef
They got Teef and Floor. Why?
So they're all dead. Oh my gosh.
All of his friends
It's so awful.
Yeah.
So he's so mad.
Yeah.
I'm teared up just thinking about it.
But he makes his escape.
Because I'm like, I'm mad too.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so my thing is, they killed all of them. I am pissed. So yeah, he goes out and he steals a ship and he flies off.
Yeah.
And he's gone. He's like,
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, so sad.
Yeah.
So Peter and Groot get up there. They meet the High Evolutionary, and he's talking about how everything is perfect, and he created the perfect world and all of this stuff. But
they're like, that's not true.
He's like, no, there's like this.
When they were driving up to the gates, they saw some octopus guy selling drugs to kids.
He's like, there's an octopus guy selling meth to these kids and everything.
People fighting,
killing each other. And it's like Earth. It's just with animal people.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it's not a perfect world. Yeah. What are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to destroy it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, we're just going to raise it all and start over.
Yep.
And so all of these explosions start happening.
Well, I think he sends out War Pig first.
He does send out War Pig first.
Because he's like, somehow he knows where they are.
Yeah, so he's like, go get Rocket.
Yeah.
So War Pig heads out.
And Manus and Drax have left because Drax just clotheslines a guy off a motorcycle. I was like, I want to take this motorcycle and I want to go over there. It doesn't feel right. Something's wrong. Yeah.
So he does, and he takes Mantis with him.
Yeah, he's like, Mantis, get on. We'll drive back to the ship. And it's right there.
The ship is right there. Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. It's like, come on. We'll go right back.
Yeah, and so they just...
But he takes
her off down the street.
To the pyramid. She's pissed.
Yep. So, of course, War Pig gets there.
Tackles Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora's still there, and they fight and everything. And then here comes Adam Warlock also. So
just breaks War Pig's neck.
Yep.
Pretty much. Just like, no, yikes. I need that guy for the money.
Yep.
So he can help out his mom.
Because the High Priestess wants Rocket. They want to be the ones to turn him in because that's going to look good for them, and that means the High Evolutionary is not going to destroy their race, basically. Yeah. So that's why they're so adamant about trying to get him.
Right. But Gamora's able to sneak him away.
Yes. So she gets out of there.
Kind of. Because she ends up circling back.
Yeah, because she gets down out of the ship and starts running, and that's when the explosions start going off.
Because at that point War Pig calls back to High Evolutionary, says that she has him.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let's get out of here then.
Yeah, exactly.
Starts taking off.
Yeah. So explosions start going everywhere. The pyramid is like actually a ship, so it's like taking off. And
those like new men, those animal men or whatever, they just start getting blown up.
They're dying everywhere.
Gamora sees them getting blown up, just families.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Does not care. Everybody's dying.
Nope.
Pretty messed up.
So she's like, oh, well, I got to get back in this ship. Meanwhile, Adam Warlock has realized that, oh no, this whole place is about to blow.
Yeah.
And he goes off because his mom is there. And of course, right when he gets to the ship, it blows up.
Yeah.
So she's dead.
Blows him up pretty good.
Yep.
But yeah, she gone.
But he does manage to get like back into the Guardian's ship.
Yeah, right before she takes off.
Mm-hmm. And I think she like straps him to where Rocket was because he falls over because he's almost dead.
Almost dead, yeah.
Yeah. So she has to fly the ship out of there. She's not good at it.
Nope. But the whole time, like, everybody's been saying, like, this is the High Evolutionary is calling you there just because it's a trap.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
And Peter's like, no, it's a face-off.
It's not a trap.
Because I know it's a trap.
It's a face-off.
That means it's a face-off.
Exactly.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
So he did plan for this.
Yeah, so he and Groot start fighting back. They kind of like...
Groot just pulls out a bunch of guns with a bunch of different limbs. It just starts shooting.
But the High Evolutionary starts like walking off first, and then there's like an explosion or something in it.
Yeah, he throws a bomb.
And it blocks them off from the High Evolutionary, and then that's when Groot shows up. He's got like all the guns. And so he's
got
like,
Peter's guns, so he gives it to him. They go back to back and they're shooting.
Yep.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, so they get rid of all those guys. High Evolutionary manages to get out of like the blocked area.
Yeah, because he's got like telekinesis powers or something. He can move stuff.
Exactly. So he goes back over to Peter, and Peter just tackles
the scientist guy.
Yep, and jumps out the window.
Yeah.
And they're falling. Groot jumps out too. And he grows wings.
Yep. Well, the High Evolutionary is like jumping out of a 100-story building or something. It's quite an escape plan.
Yeah.
With no parachutes.
Yep.
But yeah, Groot just grows wings.
Yep, and gets him safely to the ground.
Grabs him and flies him.
Not the scientist.
Yeah. They ran that
Peter.
scientist in the ground pretty hard.
Yeah. He's dead.
Yeah, he gone.
And they take the thing out of his head.
Yep. And luckily, that's right when Gamora shows up to that exact spot.
Yes.
Somehow, even though she can't fly.
Mm-hmm. And so she manages to stop the ship so that they can get on and everything.
Yeah.
And then also, while all of that is happening, while they're jumping out of the building, Nebula and Drax and Mantis are jumping onto the building.
Yeah, so like, we gotta save Peter and Groot.
They're in there.
Yep.
And so they're off into space. They do manage to get inside.
Yeah.
And when they get inside there, they find a bunch of children.
Yeah. Well, Drax breaks down the door, and he's all happy about it. And maybe he was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Mantis is like, hey, don't mess with him.
He's our idiot.
He's dumb, but we love him, and he loves us. Exactly. So stop being a jerk. We know you're mad.
Yeah.
You just get mad at everybody because you're just angry or something. I don't know.
And Drax is like, you think I'm dumb?
Yeah. She's like, forget.
Forget I said that. And just erases his memory. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, knock down
Y'all
that
see
door.
me knock down that door.
But yeah, there are all these kids inside there, and they don't know how to communicate with them because Mantis doesn't know their language or anything.
Yeah, they're saying jub jub or something like that.
So they have to try. They're like, we have to try to find Peter and Groot now.
Yeah,
because we're in here. So back on the Guardian ship, they have the thing from the guy's head that has the key or whatever that they need, so they can use it to help Rocket.
Yeah.
But
it's not working fast enough.
Yes.
Something's wrong.
Exactly. And so Rocket is like in this white room basically. Yeah. And he sees somebody walking in the distance, and it's Lila.
Yeah.
And Lila comes up and hugs him and everything. Yeah. They like touch noses.
She's like, it's real. The sky is blue, and we're there forever.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then it's like, can I come with you and all this? And
she's like, yeah, of course you can.
Of course you can. And then there's Teef's and Floor there also.
They're happy to see him. And he dies. He flatlines.
Yeah.
Peter's like, no!
And he just screams, and I was
doing CPR on him.
Yeah. And I was like, so yeah, but I do remember that was in the trailer, his scream when Rocket was flatlining and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he starts doing not CPR, but, well,
yeah,
technically, but
he's doing chest compressions.
Chest compressions, yeah. So he starts doing that and everything, trying to get him back, and then Lila is still talking to him and says, but it's not your time right now.
Oh, man. I literally choked up when she said it, but not right now or something.
I thought
not yet, I think is what she said.
I thought I felt like, I wasn't sure if you were kind of laughing or what, because I thought I felt like you kind of move in your seat.
Did. I literally went. I was like, oh.
Yep.
Got me, man.
So she's like, why.
Yeah. That got me so hard.
Yeah. So she's like, you have to go back. There's still more for you to do and everything. Yeah. And so he does. He wakes up.
Yeah.
And he's alive. They saved him.
And they use one of those packs on him. So
and
he's healthy again.
Yes, he's good. And then they talk to Nebula and...
Yeah, he's like, Rocket's like, where's Nebula? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, because she's calling on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. And he looks over and he's like, oh my gosh, where are you? And she's like, we're on the ship. Where are you? It's like, we're on our ship. What are you doing?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and then Rocket says something and they're like, he's alive. And they all start, even Nebula,
yeah, Nebula's grown really attached to Rocket. Rocket, upped her, technology a lot, so she can do a lot more stuff now.
Yeah.
That's why she's got that nanotech arm that can turn into swords and guns and stuff. So
lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's real happy about that.
Yeah. It's like, wow, Nebula looks like she's about to cry.
Yeah. But then the High Evolutionary comes in.
Yes.
Takes them all down.
Takes them prisoner. And then, the little kids show up to, I guess, watch them in their little cage or whatever.
Yeah, it puts them in a cage in underground.
And so you find out that Drax actually knows their language.
Yep.
Because at first, Nebula is trying to talk to him and is telling him, you have to, because there's gonna be an explosion on, the starboard side or whatever of the ship. So
gotta tell him to get away from the starboard side.
Exactly. And it's not working very well. Mantis is trying to help by doing her little acted out kind of thing, but she
Nebula's just yelling and it's making the kids
are crying. And Drax starts talking to him, and he knows their language.
Yeah.
And Nebula's like, why didn't you tell me you could communicate with him? You didn't ask.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he talks to him and everything, and he
does
a little monkey.
Yeah, my daughter used to like it when I would do a monkey.
monkey noises.
He's like a robot, basically, is what he's doing.
Yes, because he's doing robot dance moves.
And going beep, boop, beep.
Yeah,
boop,
it's like
beep, beep.
Well, how is that a monkey? Drax.
It was so funny.
It was
I
really
loved
funny.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But all the kids start laughing and everything. And
he
talks to him, and they are like, okay, we'll tell the others,
Yeah. And he brings up his daughter again, which we've mentioned before is Moondragon. So she's a superhero.
Have we mentioned that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, so he died in a car. His name's Art Douglas, I think. And he was in a car with his wife and daughter. Mm-hmm. And then Thanos blew up their car. And
just because he could? Or did he have a reason?
Testing out his equipment. And he was like, I'm just going to shoot this car.
He's like, let me test out my Thanos copter. And I'm just going to shoot it.
So it supposedly killed everybody. The daughter lived somehow. I don't remember how. And she eventually became Moondragon. I can't remember her whole story. Mm-hmm. And then Drax was resurrected by Cronus, Titan. Okay. And he became Drax so that he would kill Thanos.
Okay.
But
Anyway, so they've told the kids to get away from the certain side of the ship.
Yeah, I got it.
And then Peter has called Kraglin for help.
Yep. It's like, bring it in.
Of course, Cosmo is still, that's when Cosmo is like, it never stops hurting.
Yeah.
Still will not call her a good dog.
Yeah.
But Kraglin's like, all right, we got this. Mm-hmm. So Nowhere shows up. All of Nowhere just shows up. This big skull coming in.
Yeah, because they're focused on Peter and Rocket and Groot, who are coming in some ships.
Yep.
But then behind them is nowhere.
Yep. And so the High Evolutionary is like, send in the Hellspawn.
Yeah.
And these are just weird creatures, I guess, that he has created.
And nowhere has like a cannon in its eye, and it blows a hole in it. So
in the starboard side.
Get in, in the starboard side, right.
And then the Hellspawn show up in nowhere, start destroying the city inside, the headquarters and everything. Kraglin is there, he's freaking out, but then he sees, because he's like, I've got to help. I'm going to use the arrow, but, he's still not good at it and everything. But then he hears somebody telling him to use his heart to control it.
Control it with your heart.
And he looks over. And there's Yondu. It's like Yondu's ghost is just standing there staring at him. And I was like, Yondu's man, it's good to see Yondu again. And then somebody like walks across and he disappears. Yeah. And I was like, because I was wondering how they were going to get Michael Rooker in there, because he's also like a James Gunn thing. Yeah. Sean Gunn, obviously, is also. But yeah, I was wondering how he was gonna show up. Yeah, there he was.
But he does that arrow well this time.
Oh yeah.
But it gets stuck in a wall.
Yeah, he misses one of them and it gets stuck in a wall.
And that freaking eagle, war eagle or whatever it is, was coming at him. Maybe a falcon. I don't know what it is.
War eagle. You cannot say that on this podcast.
I'm so sorry.
If anybody else, if my aunt listens, she's going to be like, excuse me?
Well, we cannot kill this war eagle. It's a good thing, because then Cosmo shows up.
True.
And telekinesis some walls. And just sandwiches that thing to death. So it's a good thing. It's a war eagle. Take it down.
Oh, boy. So kills that guy. And that's, of course, when Kraglin's like, good dog.
Yeah.
Calls her a good
She's
dog.
like, I knew you knew I was a good dog.
Yeah.
But High Evolutionary's kind of lost his mind.
Oh, yeah.
And is like, drop Mantis and Drax and Nebula into the pit. So that they'll be killed. And they're like, but we'll lose all our bargaining power if we kill them.
He's like, I don't care.
I don't care. Get them in there.
Yep. So drops them into the pit, and there are obelisks, is what they're called.
3 of them.
Yep. And those are the things that are they the same thing that were in Volume 2 at the beginning that were trying to get the batteries?
Yeah.
Okay, thought so.
Exactly.
So they're kind of running from them and everything until Mantis realizes they eat batteries.
Yeah, they don't eat humans.
They don't eat humans. They're just scared of us.
Yeah.
So she goes up and talks to them and everything and calms them and everything. Then the people, of course, since he's going kind of crazy, the people who are working for the High Evolutionary kind of turn on him.
Yeah, his guards and
it's kind of like a mutiny.
Scientists and everything,
kind of thing. And so once he realizes he's lost them, he just kills them all.
Yeah, he just blows them all up, basically. Yeah.
But they do manage to dock the ship with Nowhere.
Yeah, Nebula. Well, so first Peter crashes into the docking space.
Yes.
And then Rocket and Groot show up as well. And then Mantis and Nebula and Drax come through the wall riding the obelisks and everything. So they all meet up in this hangar. Mm-hmm. And they're like, all right, let's go then. Let's go get them. We gotta take control of this thing. So this is when we get the hallway fight scene, because they go out into a hall where there's a bunch of like hell spawn or whatever they're called. What?
Was it before or after this when they beat up Adam Warlock again?
Adam Warlock?
Because he shows up and he like goes through their ship, which makes them, which is one of the reasons they crash land inside.
Yeah, that was after. So Adam thing was before.
Okay.
So yeah, while Peter and Gamora are flying toward the ship, he plunges through their ship and throws them off. But he doesn't really do. That's like basically all he does.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some kind of fight.
And then Peter like press a lot of buttons, and then they fall into that hangar.
Yeah.
They jump out, and
it explodes, and he's
like,
it.
I set the self-destruct.
Yeah.
And it blows up the ship.
Yeah.
And Adam was in it, yeah.
Okay.
Another thing where like Adam shows up and doesn't do anything.
Yeah. But they do manage to save Blurp because when he flies through, Blurp, the little animal thing is there, and Gamora's like holding it and everything.
Yeah. So then that's when they all meet up in the hangar there. And then they go through the hallway. There's guards, there's Hellspawn and all that, and it's really cool scene.
Yeah. Each one of them gets their own little
team and everything. Yeah.
Moment and everything.
Yeah. It was fun. I liked that scene.
Yeah. So that's when they dock the ship.
Yeah, because Nebula makes it to the control room and the whole thing's destroyed. But she uses her arm to connect to it, kind of fly it and dock with them. Yeah.
So she does that. They dock with Nowhere, and Cosmo holds it in place so that they can get people across.
She makes like an airtight sheet field around it.
Yeah, because they've got to get those kids off there.
Yeah, because Peter wanted to leave originally, but then they were like, Peter, there's kids.
We have to save the kids.
Get the kids out of here.
Exactly. So they start getting the kids off the ship, and Peter's like, where's Rocket?
Yeah.
And Rocket is also helping and everything, but once the kids go, he looks over and he sees that there are animals in cages.
Yep.
So he goes over to the cage. Yeah. The cages, and the first cage he goes up to is a cage full of baby raccoons.
Yep. They're so cute. And he sees the little like info plate on there. It has his number and it actually says raccoon on there. Because he's been denying he's a raccoon this whole time. He's like, I'm not a raccoon.
Yeah, they've been calling him a squirrel, Thor calls him a rabbit, exactly.
Yeah.
And he just keeps saying he's not a raccoon.
Yeah.
But he is a raccoon and he sees it.
Yeah.
And then he gathers up all of the baby raccoons.
Pulls them all out of his body. And he's like, oh, I gotta get these raccoons out of here.
Oh my god.
So cute.
So cute. And then, of course, High Evolutionary shows up.
Yeah.
And the baby raccoons just take off.
Yeah, he shakes him off of him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I gotta kill this guy.
Yep. So he fights with High Evolutionary. But then the others, of course, they were looking for him.
Yeah.
So they catch up with him and join in the fight. So they all fight together to take down the High Evolutionary.
Yep.
And then they notice that his face is coming off a little bit. So they take his face off. I was like, it really was a face off.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And he looks messed up. Mm-hmm. Rocket tore him apart.
Oh, yeah. He really messed him up.
Yeah.
He looks like Red Skull.
He does. Looks like Red Skull and Two-Face.
Two-Face, yeah, exactly.
From The Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But they're like, okay, let's get out of here. We got to go. And it's like, we got to help the animals.
Exactly. Because he's like, we can't go without the animals. Yeah. So they open up all the cages. And
I think in the fight with High Evolutionary, he finally says that his name is Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, I think so.
Finally acknowledged he's Rocket Raccoon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so because he calls him by his number.
Yeah.
So he's like 89P13 or whatever. And he's like, no, that's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's Rocket Raccoon.
They call me Stacy. It's like, that's not my name.
They call me Badger. They call me Rabbit.
Oh gosh. So yeah, they start getting all the animals out.
Yep. The monkeys just claw at people's faces. Oh my gosh. All the time.
Chomped onto somebody's face and just started clawing.
Monkeys are me.
What in the world? Stop it. And but they, of course, Cosmo's having trouble keeping it locked on and everything. Mm-hmm. And they
Mantis helps her.
Yeah. Yep. They all get out except for Peter.
Yep.
He's the last one on the ship, so he jumps, but...
And he's got a little air cable he takes, so he's able to, burst himself back.
Yeah, a little bit, but
the debris stops him.
Yeah, it's not enough. He gets hit, he runs into some debris, and it stops him.
They even got Adam Warlock off of there, and he was like, everybody. Why did you save me? It's like,
everybody deserves
Groot
a second chance.
I am Groot. Yeah. He's like, he says, you deserve a second chance.
Yeah, exactly. So Peter's out there in space. He starts... freezing up usual,
and just getting real bad.
His face starts
he swells up like it's gonna explode.
Oh god,
it got real bad. I was like, I kind of hope he's dead at this point, and you do not want to come back from that.
No, because I was like, oh, they actually are gonna kill Peter.
Yeah. Because I was like, surely
I don't...
Adam Warlock's going to go get him. They did the deserve a second chance. Yeah. He can fly through stuff. I was like, come on. Somebody do something. And he is blowing apart.
Because Groot tries to, extend himself out, but it starts breaking off because it freezes and everything. So it's like, oh no. And they're all just standing there like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess that's the end of Peter.
Yeah. It goes to the Zune in his hand. Because he went back for his Zune. That's what it was. He dropped it.
That's right.
He went back and grabbed it. And then his fingers out.
Yep.
And then there's another finger.
Another hand. And it looks like the creation of man. Yes. Michelangelo on the Sistine Chapel.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay.
And it was Adam Warlock.
Yeah, and he's there. He saves him.
Yeah, he grabs and brings him back in.
And I'm like, I still feel like he'd be damaged.
Yeah, but he heals up nicely.
He does.
Like, everything's fine.
He looks pretty gross at first.
Miracle med packs to, take care of everything, but...
Guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's fine.
Everybody hugs. Big hug pile. Yeah. Adam Warlock even gets in on the hug.
Oh, yeah. Awkwardly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does join. Well, all of them except Gamora. Gamora walks off.
Yeah. You can tell, though, she's softening up.
Oh, yeah.
She's liking the group a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
She's starting to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention that when they were freeing people, one thing that Mantis was freeing everybody. I think it was one of the animals.
Oh my gosh, that one animal.
She screams because she opens a cage and there's just this blob creature.
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
He was like, thank you for letting me on. And she's like, I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. I'm sorry, I was screaming at something behind you.
Yeah. That was voiced by Pete Davidson.
Oh, that was Pete Davidson.
Which is very, that's a good, pretty dead on impersonation. But yeah, it was so weird. Oh my God. So random. Just like, why is this blob thing?
Why do you exist? I'm so sorry.
Your life is pain.
I don't know what it was supposed to be.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, at one point, Groot talks to... Oh, they're all back in nowhere, I think.
Yeah. Having like a group meeting.
Yeah. Well, Groot says something to Gamora at one point. Yeah. And
because the whole time she's like, I know your name's Groot. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, stop telling me your name's Groot.
Y'all are just making up what he's saying, right? Exactly. This isn't real.
Exactly. But then he says, I am Groot to her, and she says something back, and you realize, oh, she can understand Groot now. That's cute. Yeah. So she's like, I guess, officially part of the team again.
Yeah.
And they have a big group meeting and everything. I think she had already decided that she was going to go to back with the Ravagers. So she does that. So she's out of there.
Yeah.
At the group meeting, they kind of decide what everybody's going to do. Because Peter's like, I'm going to go back to Earth. I'm going to go see my family. Yeah. See if my grandpa's still alive and everything. Mm-hmm. And
Mantis also wants to find her own thing.
Because Mantis is like, my whole life I did whatever ego told me, and now since then I've done everything the Guardians have told me to do. I don't know myself really, so I'm gonna go find something that's just for me, Mm-hmm. And so she takes the obelisks, whatever you call them, and they head off together. Yeah.
Drax wants to go with her.
Yes,
but
that's right.
She's like, no, I can't.
I need to be by myself.
Go by myself.
Yeah,
and Nebula needs him to stay.
Yeah. Because Nebula...
She's going to take over the city.
Yeah, Nebula's taking over nowhere. Drax is going to help with the children. Yeah. Because he was meant to be a dad. Instead of a destroyer. Yeah. It was like, oh, stop.
Drax the daddy.
Oh, daddy. Yeah, and so Rocket's like, well...
What the heck, man? Y'all are just leaving me?
Yeah, and so they're like, well, you're going to be the new leader of the Guardians. Yeah. Somebody's got to lead, and you're perfect for it.
Yeah, and they all salute him.
Yep. So it's really cute. Yep. And they all salute. They all kind of like hug or whatever. Yeah. And then Groot says,
I love you guys.
And I went, what?
Yeah, you're shocked. But it's because it was showing that we're part of the
Guardians of the Galaxy now. We can understand
him. Yeah. Yeah. Even though in the comics he talks all the time. Mm. But, whatever. In the movie it's different.
Exactly. So
it was good.
So I guess that means that now if Groot comes back, everybody will be able to understand him.
I don't know. We've been away for a while, probably, so we won't be able to understand him. We're not close anymore.
No, I don't think so.
We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if they just have him talk.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He'll be around probably other people that don't know him, so they might go back to I'm Groot.
But I mean, they could also have the people going, why does he just keep saying the same thing?
Could be. We'll see. Yeah. So... Rocket. Mm-hmm. Everybody's kind of gone their own way. Rocket's in the main area and he's got the Zune. Peter gave it to him. Yep. So he plays, what does he play?
Dog Days Are Over.
Florence and
the Machine.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, because I heard it and I was like, nice.
They also played a song I really love, which I was surprised by, just San Francisco by the Mowgli's.
Don't know.
And it's such a good song. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they played a song called This Is the Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I've heard this song in another movie. And what is it? I'm like, I can picture it in my head. They're like the characters, it's the very end of the movie, the characters are like dancing to it.
Yeah.
It's Empire Records.
Oh, okay.
I remembered it as I was watching it, which usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I checked later and I was like, yeah, and that was correct. But I was like, I like this song. I remember liking it. Oh, but yeah, so Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days Are Over starts playing and people...
Everybody starts dancing.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's having a good time.
So, like, because Groot is the one who starts dancing.
Yeah.
Groot starts dancing. Rocket kind of joins and they kind of dance along.
Even Drax dances.
Yep. And even Nebula also.
Nebula,
they all dance. And then we also have, it shows Peter. He's back on Earth.
Yep.
And he's going to his grandpa's house.
Yep.
Knocks on the door. A lady opens it. He's like, oh, I may have the wrong house. I don't know.
I'm looking for Jason Quill. I was like...
And I heard you go, ugh. Because isn't his dad's
Jason? Name is Jason, yeah. Which, it's fine.
Whatever.
It's a nice...
Not in the MCU.
Nod. Yeah, it's
a
nod to his real dad.
To his dad in the comics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jason Quill. And he is there, so he gets to see his grandpa, and they hug and everything. And so he's just going to be staying with his grandpa for a while.
Recognizes him immediately, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
It's very sweet. And that's pretty much how it ends. It ends with them all dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
So
credit scenes.
Mid-credit scene, we have the new Guardians.
Well, during the credits, before this scene, they showed like the actors in the roles and stuff.
Okay.
And at one point, because I was looking through them, I was like, I wonder if I missed any actors or anything. And one of the characters was Phyla, and I was like, who was Phyla? Because Phyla with Guardians is Phyla Vell.
Yep.
Who was Miss Marvel, or not Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. She has been Quasar. She was Martyr for a long time.
It's like Marvel's daughter or something.
Yeah, it's like a genetically created daughter of Marvel. And she has a relationship with Moondragon. They're together in the comics and stuff. And so I was like, who was she? Did I miss her somewhere?
Nope.
And then we get this credit scene.
Yep. So mid-credit scene, we have the new Guardians.
Yes.
They are Rocket, of course, the leader.
Yes.
We see Cosmo is there and Kraglin.
Yep.
Adam Warlock.
Yep.
And then the weird creature, the Blurp, that was Adam Warlock's little animal friend.
Yeah.
Groot is there. Groot is huge now.
Yeah, he's big Groot.
Yep. And some kid
the
who
little
was
girl.
one of the little girls from...
She was the main one that talked to him, yeah.
She was the one that was like running on the wheel, I think, too.
Yeah, I think so.
So one of the kids, and that's
Phyla. Yeah. So, that's cool.
So,
and her eye glowed and stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
I knew they were going to do a thing where they showed a new team. And I was like, man, if they show Bug or if they show Jack Flag, I'm going to be so happy. And they didn't show either one of them. But Phyla was good, so I'll take it.
So they're the new team, and they were on another planet, and they were helping out people, and there were like bad guys coming in. So.
Yeah, the people from the planet were freaking out.
Oh, yeah, and they're just sitting there talking about music.
Yeah, they're just having a good time.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's funny.
So then we have our post-credits scene, which was very short.
Yeah.
And it was Jason and Peter Quill sitting at the kitchen table. Peter's eating cereal. Jason's reading the newspaper. Yeah. On the newspaper, there's an article called Alien Abduction. Kevin Bacon tells all.
That was great.
And they're talking
to the holiday special.
Yeah, and they're talking about one of the neighbors or whatever wants Peter to like mow the lawn, and it's like, why can't he get his son to do it? He's 45 years old. He's just gonna be sitting on the porch watching me mow the lawn. Yeah. Why can't he do it? But anyway, and then it's like the legendary Star-Lord will return.
Yeah. But yeah.
So there we go.
So he'll be back in some way.
Yep.
We'll see. I imagine they'll all be back.
Or most of them. Way. I think that...
Like Drax Batista says he doesn't want to.
He says he doesn't want to, and Zoe Saldana...
I still wouldn't be surprised if they show up, like, once. They're probably not going to want to do, like, Guardians movies.
Yeah.
But... You get them for a big payday for like a movie.
Yeah.
I bet though.
Or maybe like a cameo or something.
Yeah.
And Zoe Saldana she said she doesn't want to be Gamora anymore. So she was like, if you want to have Gamora, you'll just have to recast her.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
Anyway, the only other note that I have is, ow, me legs.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know why, but my legs were killing me when we got up.
My legs were sore too.
Yeah, so we're both like, ow, me legs. Trying to walk out of
Going
the theater.
down the stairs, like, oh. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was rough.
It was.
But I really enjoyed this movie.
I did too. I liked it.
It was really good.
I think it's, like, I was going to say, of this phase, it's my favorite, but I mean, there's only two
That's
in
a
this
low
phase.
bar. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it better than
this phase and last phase.
I was gonna say I liked it better than a lot of stuff in phase 4 also.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm glad because man, it was kind of rough going there for a bit.
Yeah. And I think it was a good end for the Guardians. Even though I was so surprised they didn't kill more people because I
thought Drax was gonna die when he got shot in the back and the front.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
in the front. I was like, oh my god, they're killing Drax.
He's gonna die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then thought they were going to kill Rocket.
Yep.
Because he's flatlined. And I'm like, oh, he's going off with his little friends.
Yeah.
Nope. And then thought they were going to kill Peter. Nope. Like, how did everybody survive? They're going to have to start killing some people.
Yeah.
Because which, if they don't have the Guardians, after this, or like maybe just one or two of them or something.
They might just have the new team of Guardians. Yeah.
Then it won't be
Star-Lord show up or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm like, I was just so surprised because this is the second movie in a row where they've killed no one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The bad guy.
Yeah.
And then some insignificant characters.
Right. But yeah.
None of the major heroes.
Yeah.
But I still liked it.
I really did. My only complaint was the Adam Warlock stuff, but that's not even like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could just be starting off that way and change.
It might get better.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yep. So there you go. That's our breakdown and review of it. Mm-hmm. So we thought we'd try something different with this one. Mm-hmm. Is we like BuzzFeed quizzes. We do them a lot. Mm-hmm. And they're ridiculous.
Yes.
And they're dumb. So we wanted to do one regarding what Guardians of the Galaxy character are you? Mm-hmm. And then also Guardians of the I think it's Guardians trivia.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you do better than the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy? And they just like, I don't know
this stuff.
I didn't memorize everything.
So, I mean, if we don't do better than them, I will be surprised.
Yeah.
So which one do we want to do first?
Let's do which Guardians character are you most like?
Yep.
We're going to do it at the same time.
Yes, we both have our laptops.
Yes. So. All right. First question. You need a spaceship to go into space. Mm-hmm. So we pick one, and it just gives us a bunch of pictures here. We got like a blue TIE fighter looking thing.
It looks like an X-Wing.
X-Wing? There you go. Oh, yeah. TIE fighters are the other ones.
Yep. We have like a lunar capsule kind of thing from like the Apollo missions.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe a District 9 spaceship.
Yeah, it looks kind of like District 9.
And then just a regular
space shuttle.
I don't know what that is.
No.
Something orange with blue burst. That's not it. That's not the word. And then a drawing of one with a lot of circles. A very circle-oriented spaceship. I'm going with the X-Wing.
Okay. I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with that weird circular one.
Okay. You do love circles. You're a big circle fan.
Circles by Post Malone.
Yes. Okay. All right. What's the first song on your mixtape? Rubber Band Man by The Spinners. Hooked on a Feelin' by Blue Swede. Footloose by Kenny Loggins. I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. Or September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm stuck between two.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to go I Want You Back. I like that song.
I was thinking that, but now I feel like I should go something else.
Okay.
I was thinking that or September.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with I Want You Back. I think that's my favorite of them. Oh,
View from your window. We got just a bunch of space pictures.
It's just space pictures. Some of them are like nebulas. Some of them are galaxies. We're just going to choose one and not even worry about it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the one with the little purple in it.
I'm
nice.
going to go for the very top one. It's just like a blue starfield kind of thing.
Pick an out-of-this-world breakfast. Cake. Breakfast burrito. I love breakfast burritos. Waffles. I love waffles. water. Okay. Toast. Looks like some avocado toast for you millennials.
Toast. Yeah. Like we're not millennials. Yeah. And a bagel.
And a bagel with just everything in it.
Yeah, it's got so much stuff.
I'm going breakfast burrito.
Okay.
I love breakfast burritos.
I think I'm going to go with waffles.
Waffles are number 2 for sure. What would you miss most from Earth? Family, fresh air, food, friends, nature, or the internet? Oh, I'd miss a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I'd miss all that stuff. I mean, I'm assuming that if I'm away from Earth, that everybody else is probably also away from Earth. So I'm probably going to have family and friends there.
You think everyone was just exiled off the planet? We got to get out of here?
Because our world is dying. So we have to get out. I'm going to say fresh air.
Oh, if I wasn't going family, I would go food. Because you're going to be eating a lot of, like, they're just eating those lizard things all the time.
That's true.
In this movie. I'm going to go family. Who's your favorite non-Guardian Avenger? Wanda Maximoff, Tony Stark, Captain Marvel, Peter Parker, Thor Odinson, or Natasha Romanoff? I'm going Peter.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't not go Peter Parker.
What Infinity Stone is your favorite? Power, soul, mind, space, time, or reality? Ooh, that's tough. Mm-hmm. What?
I can't even remember what the Space Stone does.
You can, like, teleport places.
Oh,
you can move throughout space. Yeah, you are.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I think
I'm going to go reality.
Okay.
Or time. I also like time.
Yeah, time is good, too. I already have my results.
I'm going to go reality.
Okay.
I'm Star-Lord. Peter Quill.
I'm Drax.
I'm the grooviest leader in the galaxy with a killer mixtape and sarcasm for days. And I'm just like Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. I think that's pretty dead on. Fantastic. I'm a great leader and I'm sarcastic.
I'm going to read mine.
Okay. You're dumb.
Why is Gamora? You're tough and loyal like Drax, but you might not be the brightest crayon in the box. Also like Drax.
I think they nailed us. I think they got it just perfect.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
No problems there.
Oh, man.
Which one would you have been mad about getting? Maybe besides Drax?
Oh, I'm not mad about getting Drax. I don't think I would have been mad about any of them.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have wanted to be Nebula. Nebula's got a lot going on.
That's true.
She's angry all the time.
It's true.
I'd worry about myself. All right, now we're going to the trivia. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many questions it is.
Hopefully not many.
Hopefully not many. All right. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Rocket asks for 3 things when they are trying to escape prison, which is not one of those things. Prosthetic leg. We know that's one. Map of the prison, guard's armband, and a battery. It's map of the prison. Yep. Which of these actors makes their MCU debut in Captain America the Winter Soldier in 2014? Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Denai Guerrera as Okoye, or Benedict Wong as Wong. Scarlet Witch, right? Like at the end?
Oh, probably.
Because they're like doing the experiments, showing them in the cells.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that there were... but that was in Civil War. I was like, Winter Soldier, yeah. Because Civil War, you would probably think somebody from Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I don't think Okoye was in it. I think it was one of the other...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Women.
In Thor Ragnarok, who does Thor fight in the arena while stuck on Sakaar?
Hulk. Obviously.
Yeah, we know it's Hulk.
Which of these Stan Lee cameos happens in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? A security guard, a school bus driver, an astronaut, or a barber?
It's the astronaut.
Yeah.
Because he's talking to the Watchers. Mm-hmm. In Avengers Infinity War, which of these characters does disappear after Thanos' snap?
Okay.
Nebula, T'Challa, Steve Rogers, or Rocket? T'Challa. Yeah.
In Avengers Endgame, which Infinity Stone does Natasha sacrifice herself for?
Soul
we all know it's the Soul Stone.
Yep. Got thrown off that cliff. Mm-hmm. I liked that in Guardians 3, Peter takes responsibility for Thanos succeeding. He's like, I loved you so much, Gora. I kind of lost my mind and nearly cost half the universe.
Yeah.
People, yeah. So... He recognizes he was a bit of a hothead. In Hawkeye, what does Yelena cook for Kate when she breaks into her apartment? Mac and cheese.
Yep.
No.
With hot sauce.
With hot sauce, yeah. That was a great scene.
And finally, in Spider-Man No Way Home, which version of Spider-Man successfully saves MJ after she falls off a building?
Oh, Andrew Garfield. He was so much.
Such a good moment.
Oh, that was the best moment.
All right, well, we got them all.
We got them all. No surprise. We're awesome. Mm-hmm. I had to carry you because you're a dumb Drax, but...
Shut up.
But You're loyal.
I'm so loyal. I may be dumb, but I'm loyal.
Maybe we'll do more quizzes in the future. We'll see.
Maybe.
We like them.
Yeah, it's fun.
So now let's go to our snack, which we are declaring May Cookie Month.
Sure, why not?
Because why not?
Yeah,
so
there are a few cookie things or cookie-related things that we want to try.
Yep.
And so why not just do them in May?
Yep. And the first thing we did this week was Krispy Kreme was having a Cookie Blast event. I don't know. They're selling a Cookie Blast dozen. This was the last weekend we could get it.
Yep.
And you could tell it was the last weekend because we didn't get everything we were supposed to get.
Oh, no, we did not.
So,
a
little disappointing.
There were supposed to be 3 different kinds of Cookie Blast donuts in there, and then also just regular original glazed. Yeah. We were supposed to get a Chips Ahoy cookie dough cream donut.
Yep.
But we did not.
We did not get that one.
No. We did get an Oreo cookies and cream filled donut, and we got a Chips Ahoy Candy Blasts donut.
Yep.
And they have another donut too that is not in part of the dozen.
Maybe looked the best, but we didn't get that.
But who knows? I may not have had that one.
Been the worst. We know. Yeah. But we did not get it.
So we will get to review the 2 that we did get.
Yes. So, what did you think of the 2?
I liked the Candy Blast one better.
I liked that one too.
Yeah.
I thought that was surprisingly good. I didn't think I was going to like it as much. Because I generally don't like when M&M kind of candies are on things. So I don't know why.
So this one was it was like a regular donut with a hole in it and everything. Yeah. And it had a cookie dough icing.
Yeah.
But it also had like bits of Chips Ahoy cookies. It had chocolate chip, like mini chocolate chips on it, and it had mini M&Ms on it.
Yeah.
So that was basically that whole one, and that was my favorite one.
It was good. It was well balanced and not too much.
I did like
surprisingly.
I did like the crunch of the candies and everything too. So that was nice.
Yeah. The Oreo one, I thought maybe the filling was too much.
There was so much filling in mine.
There was a lot.
I mean, it was like I bit into it and filling just like fell out everywhere.
Yeah, same.
I swear they've had this Oreo one for years.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've had it before.
And now they're at it, and now that's like, oh, it's a limited time one.
Yeah.
Like, how limited? I'm pretty sure I've had this like over the years a couple of times. But yeah, so it's got like Oreo cookie cream in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it has Oreo cookies crumbled up on top, and then like a little cream icing kind of.
Little frosting zigzag on
the top. Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No, but it
was a lot of cream. Better. Yeah. It's just a little much. And the original glaze was great, as always.
Oh, of course, because you can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah. I don't think these beat out cookie butter ones for me. Mm-hmm. I liked those so much, but they were probably like my second favorite we've done, probably.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
So what are we going to rate these?
I just really wish we'd gotten the other one.
Yeah, me too.
Because it was the one I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because it was a Chips Ahoy cookie dough cream. So it had a cookie dough cream, and it had little mini Chips Ahoy cookies on top of it.
Yeah.
It was really good, but whatever.
It did.
I don't know. I still feel like just normal donuts are where it's at.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to give it like a 6.5.
Okay. I think I'm going to give them an 8. I think I really liked them. Okay. Surprisingly. So, yeah. I wish we'd have gotten all of them. Mm-hmm. But what can you do? We did go the last weekend of it. So maybe they were like, out of some stuff.
The day before they they stopped making them.
So, I don't know. Anyway. Did you get to Krispy Kreme and get to check them out? What did you think of all of them? We'd like to hear from you. How did this Guardians movie stack up to the other ones? We want to hear your opinion. Which Guardian do you wish had made it into one of the movies, but didn't? Let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or you can send us an email at havingfunpod@gmail.com. You can also take the quiz and let us know which Guardian you are.
What Guardian are you? How'd you do on... I guess you would know. You could just steal our answers for the trivia one, but...
Yeah. Are you a dumb Drax like me?
Yeah. Or are you a brave, smart, handsome man like me?
Oh, man.
Yeah, let us know. We want to hear from you. So go have fun, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.